touch. Look no further than her, hey, let's have Trump. Let's not impeach him. This is literally what she said. She said this on Tuesday, urging patience and saying she believed he could be a good president if he learned and changed. So let me see if I got this right. This 71-year-old narcissistic, racist asshole is going to suddenly change. He's going to... Anybody know any 71-year-olds like that then suddenly went, you know what? I'm going to start to be better. He's not... This is who he's been. This is who he was in the campaign. This is who he's been... Watch his Twitter feed during the entire 8 years of Obama. This is the guy that did the birther thing that raises ridiculous nonsense. You honestly think we need patience? It just shows, like, again, a typical out of touch corporate Democrat, right? She's in her district is San Francisco, which is like the bluest of the blue. And people there are like, what is she talking about? This is the thing. Like, this is, I'm like, her saying this, Kamala Harris saying, oh, no purity tests. We're done. We're done. Like, it's so hilarious to me. It's so hilarious to me. And this is the response from like her team. She was Dianne. She was measured. She's serious. That's why she has so much respect, such gravitas, such seniority that she can leverage on our behalf. Adding that those qualities are particularly important right now because of the administration's apparent disdain for California. He's coming. He doesn't care how polite you are. He's coming for you. Like, this is just such more mealy-mouthed corporate democratic nonsense. Like, what happened? Did the healthcare industry that gives her a lot of money call her up and go, hey, Dianne, be easy. Okay. Like, it was unbelievable to me. Like, here's what happened, too. She held, when protesters gathered outside her Hancock Park fundraiser in March, she held an impromptu question and answer session that grew heated. When one protester shouted to Feinstein, take a stand, the senator responded, young man, I've made more stands in my lifetime than you are old by far. Oh, condescending and sexist. All right, nice. I guess, is that womansplaining? Did she just womansplain to that guy? Young man, take a stand. When did you take a stand? When you voted for Mike Pompeo to be confirmed, the guy that's pro-torture? Is that when you took a stand, Dianne Feinstein? And then on your Twitter feed, you're like, oh, torture's wrong. Is that it? This is another bullshit line. Resistance to me means doing the best I can to serve the people in a way we do, Feinstein said. I'm giving opposition in my votes. No, you didn't. You didn't oppose a bunch of Trump's guys. In my comments, in my speeches. Now, I don't rant and rail because I've got other ways of being constructive, and I think the majority of people want me to be constructive. You're acquiescing to them. You're acquiescing to the corporate state and to Donald Trump and the power elite because you're part of them. And that's such a ridiculous response. Oh, you want me to yell and scream? No, we're not talking about yell and scream. Actually do it. Vote resisting. When you voted for Mike Pompeo and you were like, well, he was going to win anyway. So you can't even morally just say, I'm voting with my conscience. That's what I did in the election. I voted for Jill Stein because I was like, I just can't give Hillary Clinton my vote. I just can't do it. I'm sorry. I can't give my vote to somebody that, likes war and gets paid by banks and is against $15 an hour and is in favor of fracking. I'm sorry, I can't do that. I can't do that. Someone who sells uranium to the Russians through her foundation is married to a man that, repealed Glass-Steagall. I can't do that. So I voted for Jill Stein. So you can't even do that? Even though if you know you're going to lose, wouldn't you want to vote against it just to say, look, I did my part. I can sleep with a clean conscience. Wouldn't you want to do that? So this article is in the LA Times. I'll put the link below. And then here's here's some great responses. Again, no corporate Democrats can take responsibility for anything. It would be foolish, but it would also be a waste of precious resources in a year we need to take back the House, take the Senate, or do both, said Catherine Spiller, executive director of the Feminist Majority Foundation in Beverly Hills. I'm sure they're barely getting by if they're in Beverly Hills. Spiller said she believes some of the criticism Feinstein is laced with ageism and sexism. I don't doubt that Dianne Feinstein has had to take a lot of sexist crap over the years. I don't doubt that at all. I don't doubt that she's gotten some ageism. There's a lot. America has a problem with ageism and sexism and racism. I don't doubt those things. In this particular instance, your constituents are mad because you want to have patience with the guy that is a lunatic. So just take responsibility for that. I know it's hard because you all got a little Kathy Griffin in you where you can't take responsibility for stuff, but take responsibility for that. She said something that people are like, what? I voted for her. This pisses me off. When I say she's out of touch, it has nothing to do with her age. Kamala Harris is out of touch, and she's a young woman. She's out of touch, right? She's completely out of touch. Patricia DeRossi, I believe, was a big Bernie delegate. She's a woman, I think, in her 70s or something. She's very much in touch because she knows what's going on, and she's down with the progressive fight. So, of course, you're going to play those cards rather than admit. Immediately, rather than go, boy, Dianne screwed up. She shouldn't have said that. We need to go hard after Trump. It's probably ageism and sexism. That's all the corporate Democrats. They play those cards with anything. And there is a lot of ageism and sexism and racism, as I've said. But when you just play it with everything, then it just shows that you won't take responsibility for stuff. She urges that she should channel their energy into fighting Trump, trying to flip Republican-held House seats or protecting vulnerable senators rather than picking a fight with a woman who has a long history of standing by the party's principles. Let me ask you this, Catherine Spiller. Let me ask you this. The Republicans have proven we know who they are, what they're all about. If a woman that I voted for, she's a Democrat, is saying she wants to give Trump a chance after he's proven he's lunatic, he wants to start a nuclear war with Korea, he's ramped up, all he wants to do is, he doesn't care about anything but himself and money and greed and power, he's nuts. The person I voted for to resist him is saying I should have patience, and you're telling me I shouldn't get mad at her? That doesn't make any sense, rich lady in Beverly Hills. Have you ever lived in a one-bedroom rent-controlled apartment and driven a car with 250,000 miles in Beverly Hills when you're going to and from your $1,000 a plate foundation luncheons? My guess is no. Huh? You ever moved furniture? I've done that. You ever worked for a living? You ever cleaned houses, Catherine? Probably not. You're one of these rich white liberal ladies that a lot of people of color that I speak to are fed up with. Oh, the sexism. Is there a lot of sexism in Beverly Hills? Oh, man, the men get treated better at your private country club? Oh, that's so tough that you have more privilege than a Latino male does in Los Angeles. See what happens if a black or Latino male drives through your nice Beverly Hills neighborhood where your foundation is, and see how they're treated. And then see how you're treated. Next time you're pulled over by a cop, give the cop attitude and watch how you don't get arrested or roughed up, Catherine. So don't play these cards when you don't know what you're talking already. Stop it already, Spiller said to Feinstein's critic. She's absolutely just been an incredible force, and we can't lose her not now. Oh my God, this is not the time. No, this is the time. Corporate Democrats need to go, Catherine. They need to go. Getting super PAC money, getting big corporate donors, they need to go. And that's what I'm going to try to do with Dianne Feinstein. You privileged rich lady. Privileged rich ladies, Catherine, you and Dianne. You're privileged rich ladies.